Hello guys, welcome back. We are doing numericals and flexible budgets. So we have completed the 22nd problem. Today we'll go on with the 23rd one. So if you look at the 23rd problem, he says Johnson and Company produces an article. The estimated cost per unit are given below. Materials is 60, labor is 48, expenses 12 rupees. This is all variable. Semi-variable overheads at 100% capacity, which is 10,000 units, is estimated at 2,40,000. And these overheads vary in steps of rupees 12,000 for each change in output of 1,000 units. That means if 1,000 units is increased, the variable cost, the semi-variable cost will go up by 12,000. If it is reduced by 1,000 units, the semi-variable cost reduced by 12,000 rupees. It goes on like that. Fixed overheads are estimated at 3 lakhs. The selling price per unit is also estimated at 240. Prepare a flexible budget at 50%, 70% and 90% levels of capacity. So let us do this. Question number 23. We are doing flexible budget. And he is asking you to do it at different levels. So he's asking you to do it at 50%, 70%, 50%, 70%, and 90% capacity. All right. So I start with the variable cost. You look at the variable cost. Material is 60 per unit. So I'm writing per unit here. And if you see the question, he says 100% capacity pay, they are having 10,000 units. So obviously for 50% capacity, how many units they should have? That should be 5,000 units, isn't it? So this is at 5,000 units capacity. This will be 7,000 units. This will be 9,000 units. Okay. Now, material is 60 per unit. Labor, I already told you that variable will write per unit first. And other expenses which are variable are given as 12 per unit. So variable cost per unit is there. Now moving to semi-variable cost. Regarding semi-variable cost, he says semi-variable cost. He says at 100% capacity, you are spending 2,40,000. And you know what is 100% capacity? It is 10,000 units. All right. He says that this overheads vary in steps of 12,000 per each change in the output by 1,000 units. So if it is 1,000 units down, this will be 12,000 down. That means for 9,000 units, your cost will be 2,28,000 because it is minus 12. For another 1,000 units, if it is reduced, it will be minus 12,000. So for 8,000 units, your cost will be 2,16,000. Another 1,000 units reduced. This will come down by another 12,000. So for 7,000 units, your cost will be 2,04,000. Another 1,000 units is reduced. This will come down by another 12,000. That means for 6,000 units, the cost will be 1,92,000. And for another 1,000 units reduced, this will be another 12,000 reduced. So for 5,000 units, it will be 1,80,000 rupees. Why I did this? Because I want for 5,000 units. So at 5,000 units, the semi-variable cost is equal to 1,80,000. So I'll directly write 1,80,000 here. At 7,000 units, the cost is 2,04,000. So I'll write 2,04,000. At 9,000 units, the cost is 2,28,000. So I write 2,28,000. Semi-variable cost. Semi-variable cost. I have directly done it in the working notes. Then, what about the fixed cost? Fixed overheads are estimated to be 3 lakhs. So fixed overhead cost is 3 lakh rupees. We know fixed cost we directly take in the total only, and this remains constant because it is fixed cost. It will be 3 lakhs at all levels. All right. So only thing, these 3 things you have to find out. So you have to just multiply these things. 5,000 units multiplied with 60. It comes to 3 lakh rupees. 5,000 into 48. It comes to 2,40,000. 5,000 units into 12 comes to 60,000. Similarly, 7,000 into 60, that comes to 4,20,000. 7,000 into 48 comes to 3,36,000. 7,000 into 12 comes to 84,000. Same with 9,000 into 60, 5,40,000. 9,000 into 48, 4,32,000. 9,000 into 12 comes to 1,08,000. So you have the variable cost, semi-variable cost, and the fixed cost. Take the totals. That gives you the total cost. This is your total cost. That's not over here because you have given the sales information also. The selling price for each unit is 240. So 5,000 into 240, if you multiply, you get 12 lakhs. That will be your sales at 5,000 units or 50% capacity. 7,000 into 240 gives you 16 lakhs 80,000 as the sales. And 9,000 into 240 gives you 21 lakh 60,000. That is your sales. When simply add all these 3 things, you'll get the total cost. So this is coming to around 10 lakh 80,000. This total is coming to 13 lakh 44,000. And this total is coming to 16 lakhs 8,000. So you have the total cost and total sales. So profit is equal to sales minus total cost. So 12 lakhs minus 10 lakh 80, 1 lakh 20 is a profit. 16 lakh 80 minus 13 lakh 44 is 3 lakhs 36,000. 3 lakh 36,000. 21 lakh 60 minus 16 lakh 8,000. 5 lakh 52,000. This is your profit. So the only new point you have to learn in this problem is the semi-variable cost. It is changing in steps. For every 1,000 units, the cost will increase or decrease by 12,000 rupees. So at full capacity, it is 2,40,000. When 1,000 units are reduced, 12,000 units is reduced from the total semi-variable cost. Is it okay? Yeah. So that is what you have in question number 23. Then going to 24, question number 24. If you see, question number 24 says a factory is currently working at 50% capacity and the produces 10,000 units. Estimate the profit of the company when it works at 60% and 80% capacity. Similar to this one. At 60% working, raw material cost increases by 2%, selling price falls by 2%. And at 80%, raw material cost increases by 5%, selling price falls by 5%. At 50% capacity working, the product cost is 180 per unit and sold at 200 per unit. The cost of 180 is made up as follows. Material 100 rupees, labor 30 rupees, factory overheads 30 rupees, of which 40% is fixed. That means it is semi-variable. Administration overheads 50% fixed of 20. So that means this is also semi-variable. So we have two variables and two semi-variables. No fixed cost at all in this problem. All right, but there is change in the cost and selling price. So what I will do for this particular problem is we'll try to put more columns so that we can show the details like this. It is also a flexible budget. He's asking you to show it at 50% he gave, 60 and 80 is asking. So I will try to do at 50% capacity, at 60% capacity, and 80% capacity. Let me try to solve in all the. So I will put per unit column and total cost, total column, per unit and total, per unit and total. Why? Because per unit there is a change in the material here. So we start with variable cost. In variable cost we have material. At the existing level it is 100 rupees per unit. Labor is 30 rupees per unit. Then we have semi-variable cost. Under semi-variable cost we have factory overheads. So in that variable component is there, factory overhead, fixed component is there. So 30 rupees may 40% is fixed. If it is 40% fixed, 60% it is variable. So 6 3 is 18 rupees is varying. 40%, 12 rupees is not. It is, I will not write per unit as you know that, right? Then similarly, administration overheads. Administration overheads also we have variable component in it and fixed component in it. Administration overheads is 50% fixed. That means 50% variable. So 20 rupees may 50%, 10 rupees is variable, another 10 rupees is fixed. Now in the first line he says that 50% capacity produces 10,000 units. So in the working, if you see for 50% capacity you're producing 10,000 units. So for 60% capacity you'll be producing how much? 12,000 units. So this is for 10,000 units. This is for 12,000 units. And for 50% if it is 10,000. For 80% how much? It should be 16,000, isn't it? So this will be 16,000. So I have 10,000, 12,000, 16,000 units. Now 10,000 into this 40%. Go back to fixed overheads. Fixed overheads is 30 rupees. In that 40% is fixed. So fixed overheads may fixed component 30% of 40, that is 12, right? Because given capacity is 10,000 units, 10,000 units into 12 gives me 1,20,000. So I bring it here and write 1,20,000 here. Similarly, in this 10 also, 20 rupees may 50% is variable. So another 10 rupees is fixed. So administration overheads may fixed component, that is 50% of 20, that is 10 rupees, multiplied with 10,000 units, gives me 1 lakh. So I will write this 1 lakh here, because I have been telling you that fixed cost we will write in total only. We will not write per unit. The moment you write per unit, you will do a mistake. So never write fixed cost per unit. Okay, guys. Now I have the present situation, and he says at 60% capacity, the raw material cost will increase by 2%. So this 100 rupees, 2% of 100 rupees, so 2 rupees it will go up, it will be 102. And the selling price will fall by 2%. So let me write after this total cost, you can write sales here. The selling price presently is, how much is this? 200 rupees per unit. So this is going up. This is increasing by 2%. Selling price is falling by 2%. 2% of 200 is 4 rupees coming down. So it will become 196. And at 80% capacity, material cost will increase by 5%. 5% of 100 is 5 rupees. So 5 rupees will increase, means it will become 105 rupees. Selling price is decreasing by 5%, means 10 rupees will come down. It is 190. Is it okay? So these are the changes we have to keep in mind, and otherwise everything is same. So 10,000 into 100 is 10 lakhs. 10,000 into 30 is 3 lakhs. 10,000 into 18, 1 lakh 80. 10,000 into 10, 1 lakh. This is your total cost. 10,000 into 200, 20 lakhs is your sales. Same thing you have to do. So to multiply with 60%, 12,000 into 102, it comes to 12 lakh 24,000. 12,000 into, because there is no change here, I can just copy 30 here, 18 here, and 10 here. Don't copy the fixed cost. So 12,000 into 102, 12,000 into 30, that is 3,60,000. 12,000 into 18, that comes to 2,16,000. What about this? I'll just copy 1,20,000 as such because it is fixed cost. 12,000 into 10, 1,20,000. And what about this? 1 lakh, I just copy like this because it is fixed cost. Now, what about per units? 30 will be same per unit. 18 will be same per unit. This we don't know. 10 rupees will be same per unit, and this we don't know. So now 16,000 into 105, it comes to 16 lakhs 80,000. 16,000 into 30 comes to 4,80,000. 16,000 into 18, 2,88,000. What about this? I just copy this 1,20,000 as such. 16,000 into 10 is 1,60,000. This one is fixed cost, so I'll copy 1 lakh just like that. So 12,000 into 196 gives you the sales. 16,000 into 190 gives you the sales. So the sales figures are 23,52,000 here. And 30,40,000 here. What about the total cost? The total costs are coming to 21,40,000. In this case, it is 18 lakhs. In this case, it is 28 lakhs 28,000. So, variable costs are taken as such with the change in material and selling price. Otherwise, other variable cost per units remain same. Because what we say variable cost per unit remains same unless and until he says something to us. All right. So this is your total cost. This is your sales. So profit is equal to sales minus total cost. 20 lakhs minus 18 lakhs. That is your 2 lakhs. This is 2352 minus 2140. Comes to 2 lakhs 12,000. 3040 minus 2828. This is also coming to 2 lakhs 12,000. That is all about your question number 24. So what do we learn here? There is a change in the variable cost per unit. So you have to make those changes before you solve the problem. And there is change in the selling price also. So the highlights for this particular problem is there is a change in the material cost per unit and there is a change in the selling price per unit as given in the question. Other things remaining the same. All right. That's all about your question number 24. All right. So coming back to the 25th question. 25th question has the cost of an article at capacity level of 5,000 units is given below. For variations of 25% capacity above or below this level, the individual expenses vary as per the details given against each cost. So material cost is 100% variable. Labor cost is 100% variable. Power is, actually there is a mistake, I think 100% he said, but 80% variable. Repairs is 75% variable. Stores is 100% variable. Inspection is 20% variable. Depreciation is 20% variable. In the next document, it continues. Administration overheads is 25% variable. Selling overheads is 50% variable. So the total cost per unit. Prepare the production budget at 4,000 units and 6,000 units respectively. All right. So it is very simple. You know, when he says 100% variable, it is variable cost. When he says 75% or 20% or 30% variable, that means it is semi-variable. So we have two types of cost here. Question number 25. It's a flexible budget. Is asking you to prepare at 4,000 units and 6,000 units. So 4,000 units. Let me take 5,000 units also. So the first one is material cost. So you see 25,000 is given. For 5,000 units, it is 25,000. So for 5,000, if it is 25, for 4,000, how much? Because it is percentage varying is 100%. So when I say 100% varying, you will calculate. For 5,000, if it is 25,000. For 4,000, how much? So it will be 20,000. Same with that. For 6,000, how much? For 5,000, it is 25. For 6,000, how much you will get? You should get 30,000. Labor cost. Labor cost is also 100% varying. So because it is 100% varying, the given figure is 15,000. So what would I do? So for 5,000, this is about material, labor. For 5,000 units, if it is 15,000, for 4,000 units, how much? So it comes to 12,000. Same 5,000 units ke liye 15, 6,000 units ke liye how much? It will be 18. Next we have power cost. So I'm going with the modified percentage there. 80% varying. So what is the percentage which is fixed here? 20%, correct? As simple as it is. So I will take the variable component here, fixed component in the next line. Let me show it like this. Okay. Now, what is the figure he gave us? 1250. So let me write 1250 into 80% is 1000. So this is variable. So 250 rupees is fixed, isn't it? So fixed is 250, 250, 250 is fixed, but 1000 rupees is variable at 5000 units. So what should I do? So this is power. For 5000 units, if it is 1000 rupees, for 4000, how much? It will come to 800. For 5000, if it is 1000, for 6000, how much? It should be 1200. Okay. Then after power, we have repairs. So repairs also, I will go in the same fashion. Repairs also, we have variable component and fixed component. He says 75% is varying. So 75% is varying means 25% is fixed. What will I do? So the total amount of repairs given as 2000 rupees. So 2000 means 75% means 1500 is variable. So 500 is fixed. So I'll come here and write 500 is fixed. 500 is fixed. So it will be 500. What about variable? So this is your repairs. For 5000 units, if it is 1500, for 4000 units, how much? Cross multiplication should give you 1200 here. It is 1500 at 5000 units. So it will be 1800 at 6000 units. You can calculate that part. Then we have stores. Stores is 100% variable. So all 100% is varying. Stores amount is given as 1000. So if it is 1000 here, for 5000, if it is 1000, for 4000, it should be 800. And here it will be 1200. Inspection. Inspection percentage is given as 20% varying. So 20% is varying means inspection, 80% is fixed. So what is the amount given here? Inspection ke liye 500. So 500, 80% is coming to around 400 rupees. So 400 is fixed. 400 is fixed. 20% of 500 is 100. If 100 is at 5000 units, it will be 80 for 4000 and 120 for 6000. Then depreciation. Depreciation, we have 20% varying. So 20% variable means depreciation is 80% fixed. Same rule. The amount of depreciation given as 10,000. 10,000, 80% comes to 8,000 is fixed. So 8,000 is taken as such everywhere. 20% is variable. That is 2,000 is varying here. So at 5,000, if it is 2,000, for 4,000, how much? So it should be 16,000. For 6,000, how much? 24,000. All right. Not 24,000. 2,000 means it should be 1,600 and 2,004. Yeah. Then administration overheads. Administration overheads is given as 25% varying. So 25% varying means 75% is fixed. So administration overheads command is given as 5,000. 5,000 into 75%. 3,750. So 3,750 is fixed. Remaining 1,250 is variable. If 1,250 is for 5,000, how much it will be for 4,000 units? 1,250 divided by 5,000 into 4,000. This will be 1,000. 1,250 if it is for 5,000. How much for 6,000? It will be 15. And last, selling overheads. Selling overheads also we have two components. 50% is variable, so another 50% is fixed. Can you see that? Okay. So out of 3,000 rupees, 1,500 is fixed. So 1,500 remains same in all levels. Remaining 1,500 is variable. For 5,000, if it is 1,500. For 4,000, it will be 1,200. For 6,000, it will be 1,800. This is what you have to do. Simply take the total of all the levels. Take the totals of all the levels, and that should give you the answer. Let me just check these totals. This is 20,000 plus 12,000, 800, 250, 1,200, 500, 800, 1,600, 8,000, 1,000, 750, 1,200. This comes to 53,050. Please check the totals. I think I missed something. 20, 12, 8, 250, 12, 4, 8, 80, 400, 1,600, 8,000, 1,000, 37. This is coming to 53,080. What about 3, 50, 72,420. This one is 62,750. So you have the totals with you. Divide with number of units, you will get the cost per unit. That is your question number 25. All right. A slight variation in the answer. The answer total cost for 4,000 units is given as 53,480. We got 53,080, and there we got 72,420. In fact, it is 72,20. So that 400 we got a shortage here and surplus there. You need to check it once again. But this is a procedure to do the flexible budget. All right. That's all for today. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can ask me.